this is Dalen75 Games. Welcome back to another Let's Roleplay of Dragon Age Inquisition. I am actually looking at my clock above me. I think the battery's died. It's off by about 20 minutes compared to my phone. Huh, okay. It's one of those old clocks, analog clocks. Anyhow, yeah, I thought it was earlier. But I'll make this video anyways. So I'm in Redcliffe Castle in the future. I'm Theron, the Dalish mage. The world is basically being destroyed by the breach, and this man, Alexius, the magister from way up north, the Devinter Imperium, has much to do with it. Him and his Venatori allies worship the Elder One.
Look at what you've done, Alexius. All this suffering. And for what?
For my country, for my son. But it means nothing now. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
It does matter. I will undo this.
How many times have I tried? The past cannot be undone. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, and what have I wrought? Ruin and death, there is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix.
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
Hand over the amulet and we let him go.
Let him go and I swear you get what you want.
I want the world back.
No. No!
So there's a fight after all. What the heck? What happened? Okay. Everything is white. That was weird. That's not the attack I wanted to use on him, but that's okay.
Victory is impossible! The Elder One will destroy us both!
Ah, I should have moved. Stay away from those spots. Called in a rift. Sarah, what's wrong with you? Behavior. 50. Let's go with 50% for healing potion.
Tell me again how you're gonna... We both failed! Accept your death as I have! Your efforts are futile! This world's already lost!
Sandra, get off there. I wasn't even paying attention. Alexius needs also take potions earlier. Or sorry, Dorian. Guys, Cassandra, get out of there. Standing right on a bomb, basically. So is Dorian. And I'll move. Oh, I cannot control Liliana. Okay. Take a reach on Cassandra.
Tell it!
Time's up.
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
Was he not training Felix?
I know you cared for him.
Once he was a man to whom I compared all others. Sad, isn't it? This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible! You must go now!
Maybe she's right.
The Elder One.
Frigg. That's how they won. How it won. If you can make it right, make it never happen, I'll fight. We'll fight.
We'll make this count.
The only way we live is if this day never comes.
I know.
Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have arrows.
They're gonna sacrifice themselves. Give us time. I would do the same in their place. Must make this work.
Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
You move, and we all die! You'll have to do better than that.
When was this? Right at the moment? It looks like it might be.
Put aside all claim to Redcliffe, and we let you live.
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Well, I'm glad that's over with.
What the hell? What's this?
Or not.
Grand Enchanter, imagine how surprised I was to learn you'd given Redcliffe Castle away to a Tevinter Magister.
King Alistair.
Huh.
Especially since I'm fairly sure Redcliffe belongs to Arl Tegan.
Your Majesty, we never intended...
I know what you intended. I wanted to help you. But you've made it impossible. You and your followers are no longer welcome in Ferelden.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
The Inquisition might be willing to take in the mages.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
I know you are a mage, but consider how these rebels have acted. They must be conscripted, not coddled.
After this, stick them up a tower.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
I don't think Cassandra will like it if I say they're our allies, but I don't think they have to be our allies. Although I will keep an eye on them.
We would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
We'll discuss this later.
I'll pray that the rest of the Inquisition honors your promise then.
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your full support.
I'd take that offer if I were you. One way or another, you're leaving my kingdom.
We accept. It would be madness not to. I will gather my people and ready them for the journey to Haven. The breach will be closed. You will not regret giving us this chance.
Oh, Cassandra and Sarah really didn't like that. Solus did, and so did Blackwall. But I need Cassandra's support, and she greatly disapproved of that. I can't have people come into this unwillingly. If I have cause to make them mistrust me, then that's the way to do it. I don't want to script people, and they must be willing to do it on their own. Dalish, we don't conscript. It's up to us if we want to fight or not. Up to each individual. That's an alien form to me to make.
It's not a matter for debate. There will be abominations among the mages, and we must be prepared.
If we rescind the offer of an alliance, it makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best, tyrannical at worst.
What were you thinking, turning mages loose with no oversight? The veil is torn open.
No, we need their cooperation, but in this company, I'm not going to say that. But it is true. They are going to have an eye on... I'm going to have an eye on them, and I'd like Liliana to watch them closely as well.
Give them their freedom for now. If they prove later they can handle it, impose restrictions.
And how many lives will be lost if they fail? With the veil broken, the threat of possession. You were there, Seeker. Why didn't you intervene?
While I may not completely agree with the decision, I support it. The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
The voice of pragmatism speaks. And here I was, just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
I wonder why Vivian didn't chime in with this. She is... Solus isn't even here.
I got a taste of the consequences if we fail. Let's make sure we don't.
We will not fail.
We should look into the things you saw in this dark future. The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
Gives my nap.
Thank you. I'd be honored to help with the plan.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Make her willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
How could I say no to Dorian joining us? He's the one that just basically saved everything. In your heart should burn. Power required. Meet in the war room when ready. Okay. Yeah, that was a very bleak and dark future that we cannot let happen. It's actually... No, it's about as bad as I thought it would be if I thought of the breach reaching its conclusion. It's horrible. Alright, back in Haven. Really not much to do, I mean, other than go back to the war room. I wouldn't mind speaking with... She's all the way over there. Cassandra, though. Yeah, I'm gonna go speak with Cassandra. I'm gonna see, kind of, see what all my companions have to say. And one thing I noticed, you cannot... I can't call... I guess because he's in the stable, Shemlin. Let's see what Liliana has to say. She's here. She's here.
It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment. I am, however, glad that he is with us, even if he was not what I expected. He seems to be a good man, and his experience will be an asset to the Inquisition. As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
It was still a sacrifice, and still noble.
And I would do it again.
Anything I should know?
Altegan has returned to Redcliffe Castle and resumed his duties as Lord. The people are returning, slowly but surely. Unfortunately, our show of support for the mages has angered many.
I'll leave you to your work.
It's not support for the mages, it's having the mages support us. I don't view it as anything different. I'm not supporting mage freedom. It's not my call to do it. I'm supporting the mages as an ally.
All things in this world are finite. What one man gains, another has lost.
Let the Shems deal with that issue of the Circle and the Chantry on their own. That's not my concern.
And what are we supposed to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens. We want better quarters. We want the Templars kept at a distance. And some respect for...
This is not the Circle. You mages are our allies, not our wards. Act like it.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it. It never ends, evidently.
You don't need to tell me that.
I just don't know who told them I'm the one to yell at.
Is it that bad?
The mages are here as equals. They need to get used to what that means. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
Well, I hope it works. What other choice do we have?
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
You're flattering me.
I'm not. This always happens. Nobody ever takes my meaning.
You should see your face.
I'm thinking less flattering things now. Let's hope the breach has your sense of humor.
I don't think it said anything whether she approves or disapproves of that. Anyhow, I'm going to end the video here, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.